Hi everyone, I hope you're fine. So today I just want to share with you with a short subject about Buddhist philosophy. So actually this is very important subject, also a little bit difficult to understand actually. So I will just share a little bit today. So first of all, in Buddhist philosophy there's only one goal. All the Buddha's teaching he gave like 84,000 kind of teaching. All of this teaching, they have only one goal. This is to bring more happiness. You know, we all are the same fundamentally. We want the same thing and we deserve the same thing. In Buddhist philosophy, there's no differentiation like sex or age or skin color or whatever. We are all the same. So, best kind of happiness we can attain is what we call in Buddhist philosophy enlightenment, where we remove from our mind all negativity and we develop all our inner potential. So this awakening or enlightenment is the best kind of happiness and the best way also to help others to be happy. But to attain this state, we need to practice meditation or mind transformation, you know, like work into our mind to develop some qualities. Quality is more like the path we call the compassion and wisdom, or method and wisdom. But to cultivate this path and to achieve this enlightenment, we need a foundation that is the nature of reality. So this is most important because if we don't understand the fundamental nature of reality, it will be difficult to practice a correct path to enlightenment. So that's why the Buddha he presented the two truths. So one is called the superficial truth, sometimes we call conventional truth or superficial truth, and ultimate truth. So actually, superficial truth is not exactly a truth. It's a truth only at a superficial level, in a conventional level. But actually, only ultimate truth is truth. So, what we call conventional truth and ultimate truth, actually, these two things coexist. For example, what we see, what we hear. Example, now you see me. You see these trees, you see like the sky, you see all these things. These are conventional truths. You know, for example, a forest, for example, a person, a car, or whatever. This is a conventional truth. But if we look for the true nature of these things, the true nature of the forest, the true nature of the car, the true nature of myself, we cannot find them. Why is that? For example, you take a forest. A forest is the name we give to this complex of many things, like the trees, like the mushrooms, like the birds, like the squirrels, and everything in the forest. But if I ask you, is this squirrel the forest? You can say no. Is this tree the forest? You can say no. Is this air in the forest the forest? No. None of this part is the forest. But when you assemble all these things together, it brings to your mind a forest. You see a forest. But if you take the time to look where is the forest, you cannot actually find this forest. Because you look in all the parts of the forest and you cannot find the forest. So the forest appears, but when you really carefully look at it, you cannot find the forest. So this way, this non-finding of the forest in the forest means forest is empty of forest. So emptiness of the forest is the real nature of the forest. So that means emptiness is the ultimate truth. Emptiness of forest, emptiness of myself. Same thing, if you take all the parts of my body, my mind, my emotions, none of my emotions, none of my parts of the body, none of the parts of my mind is myself or Jason. But the Jason is just a name we give to this complex of things. Same thing with a car, same thing with whatever you want to think about. So, if we understand this correctly, we will find what we call in Buddhist philosophy Madhyamika, or the middle view, the middle path. So, this is very important because if not, we fall to the extremes. The middle path is middle of the extremes. Extreme is not good. One extreme you believe in the reality you perceive, this is not true. And the other extreme, you don't find this thing and you think it doesn't exist. This is too extreme. everything you perceive exists, but in a different way that we are habituated to perceive. So one example we use to give more good understanding about that, you think about a dream. When you are dreaming, this all appears as true, this all appears as real, but when you wake up, you realize this appearance of reality, it was empty of reality. It was only appearance of reality, but now you perceive this is only a dream. Or example, you look at your face in the mirror. When you look at your face in the mirror, if I ask you, are you in the reflection? Are you in the reflection? You are not in the reflection. So your reflection is empty of yourself. So this is just easy example to understand, but the meaning of reality is like that for all phenomena. So today I will not explain more because this subject is so deep. It was just aimed to have a good short introduction. This subject is studied for more than usually 3 years in the great monasteries like Lama Samten, my main teacher. He founded Paramita Center. He studied for 3 years this subject in the great monastery Ganden in the same tradition like His Holiness Dalai Lama. So this subject, if you are more curious, you want to learn, I suggest you to make readings. For example, book of His Holiness Dalai Lama. Also in the Paramita Center, we give teachings about meditation, different level of meditation. So you're more interested, you can look on our activities. So just to conclude, I just do a short chanting for inner peace, for bringing world peace. So I wish you inner peace, happiness, joy, love, compassion, and good health. Chanchu semcho rinpoche ma kemba nam ke gyoche kemba nyamba meba yan kone 看的百万寿。